All right, thank you everyone for joining me once again, second time on the 22nd of 2022. Hopefully that's enough twos for you. Let's get into all of it tonight. We're going to talk a little bit more, basically expanding on the thesis that this is once again another fake out pump, specifically targeted at the XRP holders. I know a lot of us are getting hype. I'm already got my XRP Pump Party fired up. That's the title of tonight's video. But we have to understand the macro cycles, the macro picture here. What is about to occur is definitely going to be shaking things up. XRP holders are going to be caught up in this mess. We want everyone to be prepared. So at the time of this recording, let's take a look at our XRP pumping. Green candles. This is the 15-minute chart. We are seeing fat candles. XRP up to 51 cents. Interesting number there for XRP reaching out to that 51 cent level. That is a key target that we're watching out for. Okay, and so now the major next resistance is going to be that 60-cent iron wall. So let's see if XRP can break through that. This pump, an exceptional moment here for XRP holders, getting us excited. But as I've just covered in my last few live shows, if you don't understand all of the cycles that are converging right now that tell us that are having us place a bet that 100% we're about to have a market crash panic event, no FOMO, no crazy clickbait. This is what's going to happen, and I want everyone to be prepared. The last live stream we called XRP Pump before shit hits the fan, before systems go down. That was last night. Earlier today, we had the XRP Pump show where we basically just talked about how the XRP chart is absolutely bullish to the upside on the macro timeframes. We know what we hold. They're not going to shake us out in the meantime. Okay, but definitely XRP reaching double digits is going to be easily done. Remember, we pumped to nearly $4 last bull run without Coinbase, without on-demand liquidity. Ripple was still giving XRP to the exchanges back then. That is no longer happening. We have entered a new world. A new paradigm is here. The old system collapsing while XRP is ready to take the stage. This moment in time, we have all eyes on us. And we always suspected that there was going to be a massive pump. The whales, the insiders, the market maker magicians were going to get in on XRP before we got that crash, before we got the settlement announcement. Where this is lining up right now is XRP's pumping right before the whole damn system collapses. The whole damn system goes down. Is it going to be the 24th, the 26th, this date, that date? I've given you guys the window of time here between now and the elections where I 100% am betting with everything. All of my conviction tells me the market crash moment panic event is here. Does that mean the bottom's coming in? No. Does that mean that real estate is not going to bottom out here soon either? No. Real estate's a lagging asset class. Precious metals going to get shaken up. The stock market is going to typically do a 35% drop during this moment in time. Cryptocurrency going to get smacked harder. How's your program working out with the NFTs, with all the meme coins, with all the BS and this and that you were doing with your cryptocurrency when this whole time you could have been stacking up the most important and the most valuable, the greatest digital commodity in existence, which is XRP, without a doubt. I'm not here to give you financial advice, but let's go into rapid fire Q&A. I appreciate everyone for joining me tonight. Let's once again take a look here at this XRP price chart, 51,798. We are about to break through 51 cents for our XRP. It's been fun to watch. Okay, we got a couple hundred with us here on TikTok, YouTube warming back up. This is going to be an XRP pump party, and I do want to make sure that everyone understands, though, where I'm coming from. This is exciting. This is cool. Sick gains, bro. The whole damn system's about to collapse. Major false flag events are on our doorsteps. What did I just find too before I hopped on here? Let me see if I can find this real quick. $40,000. No. I'm not going to answer any numbers about is 10,000 XRP enough? Is 2,000 XRP enough? You need to have a strategy for building and creating and preserving wealth. You need to have a real strategy for your business, for real estate, for any other asset that you're going to reallocate your profits, your gains from XRP before we can talk about is 2,000 enough, is 10,000 XRP enough? What's your business plan? What's your real estate strategy? Are you holding any precious metals? What's your allocation there? Dude, this goes so much deeper. Is your job going to be recession proof? Have you taken care of your prepping and essentials? Now, let's take a look here. Someone shared a piece of information. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can pull this up. This is from Vinny C on Twitter. He used hashtag AskZach on Twitter, so I was able to find this in my notifications. But right here, this is from XOS, Brother XOS on Twitter. This is from Anonymous, posted on some forum. So take it for what it's worth. And a key thing to take away from this too, don't focus on the dates. Right here, he says, on Saturday, the banks are going to go offline. And everyone's suspecting something's going to go and happen on the 24th. We already had that German politician tell us that the 24th was the date to watch. Forget about the dates. Focus on the events that are going to occur so that you can prepare yourself accordingly. There will be a liquidity and credit crisis as banks and online payment systems are about to suffer a huge outage in Europe and the United States. There are already talks of a liquidity and credit crisis happening in inner circles. This is big. Now, like I said, they're saying that this starts on Saturday, here coming up in 2 days. Forget about the dates. This goes from Saturday all the way till Friday of next week. Don't focus on the dates, focus on the events. Liquidity crisis, banks and online payment systems will suffer outages starting this Saturday. Okay, Sunday, customers will try to get money out of the banks. They will be turned away. Talk of bank runs on Twitter and Facebook will promptly be banned. Late Sunday night, Eurozone banks will suffer a liquidity issue and fail critical margin levels. We shared earlier in our live stream earlier here today how the Federal Reserve reverse repo rates are hitting record highs, 2.36 trillion. Record high reverse repo, which is basically the Fed pumping liquidity into the overnight markets that allow the banks to settle up with each other and cover their assets. This is already here. This is already confirmed. By next week, the liquidity crisis contagion will spread to the United States. Financial instruments, much like those used by Archegos, will blow up across the entire financial sector. Bank of America, JP Morgan, and Goldman Sachs are rumored to be insolvent along with others, which is so fascinating because we just saw the 7 largest CEOs of the largest banks here in the United States testifying in front of Congress. Representatives from Bank of America, JP Morgan, and Goldman Sachs included. The super rich will attempt to pull their money out of the banks only to be denied. Stock market will drop another 20% and is going to be closed for the day. They're saying this happens Monday. We need to watch this closely because remember, Rosh Hashanah is on Monday and this is the Jewish New Year, the end of the Shmita year. So important. They also say that Tether and stablecoins will fail, causing cryptocurrencies to crash as they become illiquid. Short to midterm is that cryptocurrencies will become worthless. Tuesday, Eurozone total meltdown. Bank deposits are bailed and most people will lose all their money. Social protests erupt. US stock market will collapse another 20% before being halted for the day again. Hedge funds will collapse and banks are stuck with meme stock shorts, which will be revealed to be in the trillions. All those naked shorts. This is all going to be finally unraveling. Banks fail critical margin levels and the DTCC will be forced to cover the shorts, which we just talked about. DTCC, some of the interesting partnerships that they've now developed with R3, which uses XDC. The first asset that was settled on R3's platform was XRP back in 2018. DTCC, such a huge factor, will be forced to cover the shorts. DTCC insurance policy will fail as the insurers never had money to begin with and the Federal Reserve is stuck with the bag. On Wednesday, stock market will drop another 20% before being stopped. Subprime finally hits and housing prices crash by 50% or more. Meme stock, silver, gold commodity trading is frozen and halted, but this will only make the problem worse. Dollar insolvency is all over international news and silver and gold skyrocket. US bonds will be dumped, sending interest rates into the stratosphere. Mainstream media will now blare the Great Depression 2.0 and the collapse is here. Thursday, U.S. government will begin the collapse and pressure on the current administration to resign. Stock market will drop even more for a total of an 80 to 95% crash since the beginning of Monday, since the crash started to begin. Now remember, let's go back to my Shmita cycle deep dive, 90-year cycle, Saturn squaring with Uranus. Yes, it's ridiculous. Go pull up the charts, go look at the historical data for yourself. 90-year cycle marks the bottom of the market. And here we are once again. And in these two previous 90-year cycles, back in 1932 and back in 1842, the market did an 80 to 90% correction, and there was a complete transformation of the economic and the stock equity market. Right here, this person's saying that an 85 to 95% crash is going to occur here. Grocery stores will now be empty as supply chains completely break down. We've already seen those issues. Rumors of a coup against the US government will begin to pick up on social media and gain public approval. Now, for the fact checkers, for everyone that's watching this, I'm just reporting this theory that is being shared by someone on Twitter named Brother XOS. Take it for what it's worth. But as we continue to watch all of these events lining up and about to unfold, take it for what it's worth. Massive protests against the government, Wall Street, and the banks will erupt. Police will be deployed in an attempt to brutally suppress the protests, but they will be unsuccessful. On Friday of next week, they're saying this is going to take place next week, which I'm telling you, forget those dates. Look at the window of time between now and the election. Friday, fact checkers. I'm just reporting this theory. Voter fraud data is going to be dumped on the internet, and this will add fuel to the fire. Reveals stolen elections going back 40 years. Government figures will go into hiding. Meme stock and silver commodity shorts issue reaches international media, and heads of state will demand answers from the US because they are too exposed through weird financial instruments. Remember, we talk about the shadow derivatives market. The public derivatives market that we know about and can confirm is well over $1 quadrillion. Shadow derivatives, well over $2 and $3 quadrillion by most expectation speculation. Right here, BRICS will pick up steam to replace the dollar then and now. That's already well underway, right? That's been unfolding since February, and we have deals going back for years. Dollar is declared non grata, and many countries in the world with legislation fast-tracked to convert dollar-denominated debt to other fiat to prevent a total credit freeze. They're saying that this is supposed to be taking place over the next week. Brother XOS, who shared this tweet with us, says, interesting, the site where this was posted is now experiencing server difficulties. Okay, no, I'm telling you, scrap the dates. Okay, focus on this window of time, this window of opportunity. The events that he just laid out are going to unfold. 100% all of those. On those dates, next week, we'll see. We are prepared. That is what's about to happen. So in the previous shows that I just gave you guys, I basically proved without a doubt, 100% conviction. Is anything in this life 100%? No. But 99.99% that we're here, and this is our speculation on what is about to occur. Now, the other thing to take note is this isn't the only insider that's reporting this. This isn't the only insider from other entities that we've been able to confirm firsthand. They're having these conversations behind the scenes. And all of the alignments, all of the cycles are here as well. Will it get this bad? Are we going to see all of this play out this next week? I don't think so. But I think the events that I just laid out for you guys are what this market crash, like how it looks, how it's going to go. Are you going to be able to, trade on these exchanges that are going insolvent in real time? Because remember, 60% of this market's based off of Tether trading. Tether's propped up this whole thing, acting as the Federal Reserve of the cryptocurrency space. So let's get real about what's about to unfold here. Let's get real as XRP holders, which we don't want to hear this, right? We want to get excited. The case is about to be settled, and we're about to be rich. Generational wealth. Love it. Already booking my trip for somewhere warm to go, right? That's what we're all thinking. Hold up. Look at what's about to happen to the whole damn system, which is why do you think that the company's called Ripple? You think that's a coincidence? This thing's about to hit like a financial tsunami. And who is prepared to be a lender of last resort for this coming liquidity debt crisis? Ripple. Why is Jamie Dimon so pissed off these days? He's got competition now. The old banking cartel has a little bit of competition. There's a new kid on the block, has a little bit new fresh swag, and they're getting deals done that matter. And they have the technology that's better, faster and cheaper solutions for banks and financial institutions worldwide. And as I shared in the live stream earlier today, you had one of the bank CEOs refer to Santander being one of the enabling banks for settling the wholesale payments on the back end. They specifically were talking about the clearinghouse. And then Jamie Dimon arrogantly chimed in and says, yeah, we're moving 10 trillion on the back end. Senator Loomis, you're just talking about, the peasants that move in their retail trading and sending money to Ukraine. Yeah, that's real cute. We're moving 10 trillion on the back end, which is exactly what we've been saying the whole damn time. Kids playing around with NFTs, meme coins, and focusing on sending Bitcoin to Ukraine. Big boys don't give a shit about the woke deals. What did he say yesterday about going woke with the Green New Deal, with requiring basically no more investment in fossil fuels? He said that's the road to hell, and absolutely not. Jamie Dimon, he's one arrogant asshole. But I will tell you, folks, as we've been saying from the very beginning, these guys don't care about woke, about the Green New Deal. They're here to make money. They're here to control the powers that they've had is slowly falling away. And that's actually picking up, right? This has slowly been built out. The new financial system was ready to go back during the Trump administration. He had done a lot to break up and restructure the Federal Reserve and the Treasury Department and everyone behind all those entities. But basically what happened is the election of 2020, right? And then a peaceful transition of power to Joe Biden. And we, just want to say a huge shout out to Joe, and we want to, continue praising this administration for getting something done. Can't even say that with a straight face. You guys know the deal, right? And we got to watch what we say here. But here's the important thing. What we've been able to do recently is present to you guys all the data, all the cycles, all the converging historical points that lead us to a market crash about to occur. And then over the last year and a half, we've told you to ignore 99% of the bullshit in this space and stick to assets with utility, XRP being the primary asset. And I told you guys over the last 7 months that we've been in a bear market, I've only been acquiring XRP. Actually, what have we been? Now we're in the 9th month. It's basically 9-10 months of a bear market. And all I've been buying is XRP. Now, I am looking at some of these other digital assets, and I encourage everyone to look at assets with utility because that's what matters most. And there are going to be a few winners. It's not going to be all XRP, but this thing is in a situation of its own. And I'm not here to tell you that I have the answer on what's about to take place with XRP. Is it going to pump to, it could pump over $1 and then retrace back down to 30 cents again. I mean, anything is on the table here with this coin. We're back to a major support resistance level. Can we break the 60-cent iron wall? From there, we have the 86-cent launch pad. And then obviously if we get above $1, the space starts to get really excited. And I want to remind everyone that XRP did pump to nearly $4 over the course of a month. It went from about the 20-cent level all the way up to $3.80 in the matter of 1 month in the previous bull run. So it can move really quick and have massive gains. But it's also part of this ritual that's being taken place here, rolling out the new financial system. They've put us through all this as XRP holders. We deserve a cold beverage here on a Thursday night session. Thank you for smashing that thumbs up if you enjoy the XRP Pump Party. What are we at right now? Let's take a look here. 52.5. We are pumping as we speak. We started here at 51 cents. We just broke through 53 cents. The pump is live. The pump is live. Let's see the chart here. Let's see. There's your chart right there. XRP about to break through 53 cents. How about that? Let's watch this one closely. This thing is in a category of its own. It's truly unbelievable. And we've been talking about this now for over a year. A lot of the space just doesn't turn us on, doesn't get us going. And so we just continue to stick to what has utility. And here we go. This is the moment that we've been waiting for. Although I'm not completely sold that this is the pump we've been waiting for that takes us to freedom. Maybe. And then the big what if is what's going to happen with the exchanges. And that's why I'm here to say tonight that I'm not here to predict what's going to happen next with XRP as far as what price it's going to pump to. Are we even going to be able to sell our XRP when the exchanges are being shut down, are insolvent? Guys, this is chaos. This is blood in the streets. This is every man and woman for themselves. Now, we've been trying to build this community out, trying to spread this message far and wide so that we can wake people up to these events, what current events to watch out for, why they matter, what economic data matters, and how can we predict the future, lining it up with the historical dates and the cycles, and it all converges on the answer in our thesis that we've been working on for well over a year now. Ever since we got turned on to the Shmita cycle, that was cool. Okay, we watched this. We knew this was going to be a crazy year. The year of 22 being the master destroyer, master builder number in numerology, all the connections are there. We knew it was going to be a big shakeup this year, right? This is the end of the Shmita year, and then we roll into the war cycle and the political cycle coming in with the elections, and then we roll into back-to-back eclipses. So the astrological events are there as well. I'm gonna have to adjust my chart here. We're pumping out of the chart. What do you guys think? I appreciate everyone for joining me tonight. Thank you so much. XRP Pump Party. We're taking market cap from Ethereum. We're taking it from Bitcoin. And I mean, everyone's realizing that all of their NFTs are basically just worthless without utility. The community that you once thought you had really isn't anything during a bear market when everyone's broke, panicking, liquidity, debt crisis, food crisis. And this is where it starts to hit the streets here in America. We've been waiting for this. It hasn't hit the streets here in America. In Europe, yes, they're burning their energy bills. In other countries, absolutely. They're taking over parliament. They're doing all this thing. And we don't condone violence. We're all here for a peaceful revolution here on this channel. Let all truth be revealed, and let's have a peaceful transition of power to the righteous people that should be in power, which is the American people. That's how this country is supposed to be ran. So that's where we stand. You know, let all truth be revealed. Let's battle it out in court with the SEC. Let's battle it out in court with other issues. Can't name them. You already know what I'm talking about. Let all truth be revealed, and let's have a good time enjoying the show. Prepare our families for generational wealth that we're going to be building and taking advantage right now during this opportunity. And may God be with us. May we please survive this opportunity and be able to help bring back humanity, build back humanity after we go through this event. It's going to be historical. Once in a lifetime opportunity, potentially once in a century development that's occurring right now as we speak. XRP breaking through. I got to adjust my chart here. Let's move this here. We're pumping up 53.5 cents. If you guys want access to the Discord community, you can head on over to my website, zachrector.com, and sign up there. We would greatly appreciate that. Massive green candle. I mean, this thing's just not stopping. TikTok, what's up? We are back here on TikTok. A few hundred with us here on the TikTok session. Let's go rapid fire Q&A. Drop your questions down below, and I'm going to go rapid fire with it. Okay, let's go right into the Q&A right now. That was 22 minutes of ranting. There you go. 22 minutes of ranting on the 22nd day of September. Second time going live, 2022. Master Builder, Master Destroyer number. You guys already know the deal. XRP pumped about 45% in the last week. How about that? I need to know what's in that cup. Seems like the same thing every night. I will give you a Penelope. Thank you for the. We got a rodeo party going on. She threw the cowboy hat on it. Oh, Penelope, you make me laugh. Thank you for the gifts on TikTok, guys. We are just getting this party started, and I will tell you guys a little insider secret. What's in the cup? What is the secret sauce? Bud Light Lime. I'm sorry. I'm so basic, and until XRP pumps, it's got to be cheap beer, so it's Bud Light Lime. I'm a very simple beer drinker, and so the cold adult beverage tonight is Bud Light Lime. And I did have a carne asada before we cracked open the cervezas. Good night, and that got me primed and ready for the XRP pump party that we're going through tonight. Okay, right around 53 cents right here. We're on the 15-minute chart. You guys are seeing that 15-minute chart over here on the side of the screen. How about those candles? Looking good. KY, thank you for the Canadian super chat. God bless you and your family, Zach. Appreciate you. KY, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your support. We are an independent media business, an independent media creator right here. I've never taken a paid promotion. Ripple's not paying me to pump XRP. I just believe that the damn thing works and that it's going to be one of the most important digital commodities in the new financial system. It's very simple. I don't mess around with bullshit. I don't have time for it. And unlike a lot of these other shillers and these kids that pushed bullshit to you guys last year, I run real businesses. I'm a real player doing the deals. Not a faker, not a pretender, and we don't sell out. We have conviction and values, and we're always going to stay true to you guys here on this channel. So I appreciate all the support. Pump based on hype, do not sell. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of hype in the XRP community right now. Did you hear the news about the... Oh, yeah, okay. Which stablecoin should I trust? None. Which exchange should you trust? None. Get your cryptocurrency off exchanges. Good luck with them. Now we definitely like USDC above Tether. Absolutely. But guys, if you're playing the game, you're playing the game. You got to get your crypto and get it off exchanges. That's all that matters. What stablecoin to use, what exchange to use, whatever the hell it takes. Everyone's asking about exchanges and wallets. Whatever the hell it takes. Sorry, I get that question a lot. Guys, whatever it takes. I mean, I use Tether to short Bitcoin. We short the hell out of Bitcoin. That's a fun time. And we're getting ready to short Bitcoin again. Let's check the markets actually at the time of this. We know XRP is pumping. XRP 54.5. 54.5 on our XRP. Let's look here. XLM up to nearly 13%, 15% up on the day. How about a little X currency party, pre-pump party here? XLM, I wonder what XDC is doing too. Now, Bitcoin is up 3.65% today, 19,000. Nothing exciting is going on with Bitcoin and Ethereum. 1,300 for your ETH. Basically, the rest of the space is hanging on. XRP up 32% on the day and 63% on the week right now. Guys, God, they're about to set us up. This is going to be so sad. I mean, God bless you all. As an XRP holder who's been here for years, I just don't feel like this is it. I've been here too long. I would love to be pleasantly surprised and I would love for them to send it. But I've been here too many times, guys. And then just everything else that's converging, as I've shown you guys. Now, here's the other deal. What the hell is the price of XRP going to be if we can't even buy it on exchanges? Whether it goes down for a quick flash, down to 10, 20 cents, whatever people think it's going to go down to, are you even going to be able to buy it on the exchanges when that occurs? Okay. And then when the exchanges go back online, what price is it going to be back at? You know, could it be back at literally 50 cents or $1 after we wake up when the systems are shut down for 3 to 10 days? Like, who knows? That's the big what if with this whole asset. That's why I don't wait. Now, I've held off on buying during this pump, even though I'm feeling the FOMO. I want to buy a little bit more XRP. I'm holding off because I really have conviction on everything else happening. And I don't think the XRP makes it squeaky clean out of there. But they've rigged this game against us. We are not meant to have XRP. This pump that's occurring is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's take a look. 54 cents here for our XRP. That's looking just, gosh, fantastic to finally see some movement on XRP. And it always turns us on the most when XRP is pumping while the rest of the space is just dead. Struggling for life. Ethereum merge, complete flop. Embarrassing for the cryptocurrency space. We got the chat lit up here in TikTok and YouTube tonight. Let's take some questions. I'll try to stay locked in. Okay, is 46 cents a good spot to enter? Do you have enough XRP? That's the only question I'm gonna return back. I'm gonna return back with a question. Do you have enough XRP? And I'm not gonna answer that question for you either. You guys, this is the thing, is everyone's excited, everyone wants to FOMO in. This is how markets work. This asset's just gonna go stupid. I am not streaming tonight to get people to FOMO into XRP. Let's just be very clear. I do not want this to be an XRP pump party that forces you to go buy more XRP. I never want my streams. You should never take what I'm saying as financial advice. I want you to understand this asset, you to understand how the new financial system is going to roll out. What utility problem does it solve? How big do you think it can get? And how much wealth do you want to build for you and your family? Do you need 1 million? Do you need 10? You want to become a billionaire big hitter? What are your goals? I can't answer that for you. 54.5 cents for XRP. We're watching this one closely. I didn't follow what you were talking about not being able to buy because the exchanges are shutting down. The exchanges are insolvent. Tether's about to bust. Go look at what just came out of New York. They're going to force Tether to release what their reserves are, what they're actually backing Tether by. So we're going to see Tether exposed here shortly. On top of the liquidity crisis that we're seeing in the existing banking financial system too. Is 1.2 thousand enough? See, that's the thing, guys. I can't answer that question. Is that going to change your life? Yeah, if you hold it for, till XRP goes to 3, 4, and 5 digits, like I think it will. So that's all I can tell you guys, is that I think the utility takes it to 3, 4, and potentially even 5 digits. Some people think that's crazy. Some people think it's impossible. Don't care about the opinions of people that are small-minded and don't understand how big these markets are. That's fine. Good luck. God bless. We are solving trillion-dollar problems daily. There's only 100 billion XRP. There's even less in circulation. Ripple's not giving it to us peasants anymore. It's only for banks and financial institutions using it for record on-demand liquidity growth, 9 times year over year. While the rest of the space enters a bear market, Ripple continues to show that they are prepared to be a lender of last resort, continues to show growth and development within the XRP ecosystem, how they're utilizing it and helping bank partnerships like Santander that was actually mentioned in the congressional testimony that occurred today by, I forget which bank CEO it was, but talking about Santander, which is a Ripple partner from 2018. I don't live in America. Sorry about that. The exchanges across the world can shut down too. Don't trust anybody right now. Everyone's going bust. If you have a small business, your clients are going bust. If that offends you, sorry, not sorry. I'm being real. If you have a small business, if you understand what's taking place right now, this is it. You trust nobody. Contracts in writing, ink on paper. And still then, you might still have to try your best to enforce those contracts. We're going into a shaky, volatile time. Reconquista Orthodox. That's an interesting name. Probably butchered that. Thank you for the super chat. Do you think silver can run before XRP and we can use silver to buy XRP? As of this recording, no. You can basically buy it, I think, with Uphold. You would essentially be able to buy using silver. But, I think that right now what you're seeing is silver still suppressed. The precious metals still suppressed, haven't broken out yet. XRP has broken out, okay? So to answer your question, is silver going to run before XRP? It appears not. But is this a fake out that we're witnessing in the XRP community right now? That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about a lot of our community getting way too hyped, way too excited, FOMO buying right now, just before they absolutely sacrifice, ritually do it once again to us XRP holders. They love doing this to us. We're not supposed to have this. They're trying to shake us out. We are peasants. They don't care about us. You heard Jamie Dimon in the testimony. Senator Loomis talking about, they were able to use crypto to send Bitcoin to Ukraine. And Jamie Dimon's telling you that doesn't make a difference. That's small retail payments. He arrogantly says we're settling 10 trillion on the back end. Oh, and you already know we're manipulating the precious metals derivatives market as well. That's being exposed in federal court. But as you know, we're going to pay our slap on the wrist fine and continue doing business. That's how he talked to our politicians that represent us. And that shows you how this country's been ran. But his bank and many others in our speculation are insolvent, and that's all being exposed right now. Okay? So Jamie's having his moment, being paraded up there in front of the Congress, getting to act tough. We know that he sent 15 executives to Ripple on their knees. Brad, please help us. David, please help us implement this. How can we learn from you? We're going to try to do JPM coin, but it doesn't compare at all to XRP. Not even close. And no one trusts us. So what ends up happening is capitulation, and then they need to get XRP from Ripple. Then they say, hey, can we get 500 million XRP from the escrow next month on the next release, please? And that's what's done. And then the NDAs are signed. And then after the flip of the switch moment, me and you, Joe Blow, are all cut out of the deal. We're all cut out. What do we got? 911 here in the chat tonight with us. Huge shout out. Mega members for, seriously. TikTok, what's good with it, guys? I won't address any trolls tonight. I'm not going to waste any time on any haters, and we just say good luck, God bless, hope your program works out. And I already know that most of you guys are broke, helpless, and are really struggling, and so may God be with you. I mean that. May God be with you. Hope it works out. Mr. Lucky, thank you. He says, I don't trust this pump yet. Yeah, Mr. Lucky, thank you for the super chat. Me neither, right? XRP right here at 54 cents. We're watching this one closely, okay? If I start to see another major move, I'll show you guys that chart. Thank you so much. COMEX 589, exactly. The resetting of the precious metals markets and how these institutions have to custody their gold and their other commodities. It's all getting, and just like I shared with you guys earlier, all of the naked shorts are still yet to be exposed with all the meme stocks and everything like that too. That's all part of it too. I don't do the meme stops, the game stops, the all that nonsense. I cheer them on. I say, good luck, God bless, man. I hope you guys can bring it down and expose them all. But I just don't do the stock market. Why is XRP pumping? Because whales are buying it. Large amounts. 500 million XRP was bought last Friday by just one individual. One whale came in and bought $500 million worth of XRP. And that basically started the XRP pump, really. And then it's just increased over, what do we cover, about 63%, well over 60% this last 7 days, this last week. So that's been interesting to see. It's just based off of the settlement talks, a lot of rumors going around. Is the lawsuit about to end? And I think that a lot of the wind has been knocked out of the rest of the cryptocurrency space too. That's a big part of this. You're seeing XRP Bitcoin dominance shift towards XRP. You're seeing the discrepancy in XRP and Ethereum. XRP up 30% last week, Ethereum down 25% or more. So you guys are seeing what's happening. The wind has been knocked out of the rest of the space. The Ethereum 2.0 merge was a complete flop, and the recession is here. So people are having to sell off these other crypto assets that they realize have no value and are most likely going to get smacked again. Now, if they knew what was coming, like we're talking about here, a market crash that we're expecting here is 35%, give or take, in the stock market. It's going to be a whole hell of a lot worse in the cryptocurrency space. Precious metals have been a solid hedge. They might not get beat up as bad, but we still expect them to get beat up one more time, in my opinion. That's just one man's opinion. But we talk about every day the tier one suppressed assets that are about to absolutely rip and make the rest of the space look like an absolute joke. XRP is included in that. In fact, XRP is going to lead the way. Matt, I appreciate the super chat once again. I know you threw it down earlier in the live show, and I really appreciate the support, Matt. Thank you. He says, buy silver 1 ounce coins, XRP, XLM, and XDC, O, and HBAR. People, God bless. Yeah, Matt, I want to say that too. If you're just buying a little bit of silver and a little bit of precious metals, establish that relationship with your local dealer. If you are someone who is looking to roll over your 401k, your IRA, whatever your retirement account is, contact my partner. It's the link at the top of my website, Go to zachrector.com, link on down below. Just hit that precious metals link. Get in touch with my people. It's a minimum investment of about $5,000. You got to have 20 grand liquid or in savings cash. $5,000 minimum investment, and or they will help you roll over your 401k. And if you want the metals delivered to your house, they will do that too. So you can roll over your 401k and you can get the metals shipped directly to you. So go get in touch with my people at the top of my website, precious metals link, tap that. But Matt, that's where we're at, right? I own 1 ounce silver coins as well. And I've established relationships with my local dealers. I've actually established a new one last week. Something that we've talked about with real estate as well, along with precious metals, relationships. Big part of business, but also when it comes to acquiring some of these assets. I was talking with another local dealer guy about acquiring a larger amount. I'll just leave it at that. And what kind of deal we could get. And it's a little bit better from where I had been buying it. So you always want to kind of shop around, see if you can find, a relationship that's going to work for you. So, and that's if you're buying a smaller amount. But if you're looking to make a big allocation or roll over your 401k, I got a partner at the top of my website. Hit that precious metals link, get in touch with my people, and they'll help you set up that. Okay. But Matt, we're right on with you. XRP, XLM, and XDC, HBAR2. We like that utility. It's kind of cute. I don't own any HBAR or even XDC at this point, but let's take a look here at the prices because I wanted to see what XDC was doing too. As we know, XLM and XDC always love to move with XRP. And we do love to see that. Now XDC is up 6.88% up to 2.8 cents at 2.8. So about to break through 3-cent level for your XDC. Golly. So yeah, I am looking to get back in on this position in a major way with my XDC. Yeah. I'll be looking at XDC very, very closely. It's one that does turn me on. Okay. I see that we got a couple other super chats from Draghi Kokoski. Looks like 20 spot. That's an A. Is that Australian? I got a bunch of Australians in the chat. I don't know what currency that is, but we appreciate it. Zach, do you think institutions, major corporates will use XRP as a store of value on their balance sheet post-adoption regulation? Thank you for all your insights. Yes, I do believe so. And we're starting to see one of Ripple's early customers, I forget what it was, iRemit or Remit Pay. I forget the name. I can't remember it right now. But they just announced that not only are they using it for cross-border payments, but now they're using it for treasury flows. And so that's talking about using it for their treasury reserves and then using it for the treasury flows as they move out of in and other assets, using it for cross-border payments, but also working with deals, other banks and financial institutions and their own treasury flows. So this is important to see, right, is that we have institutions not only using XRP, but holding it on their balance sheet. Yes, that is underway. And I think that many deals have already been done. Much XRP has already been pre-allocated to the big banks and institutions that wanted to get their hands on XRP. But Ripple said, okay, we'll escrow this out and we're going to divvy this out as we decide, as we determine, as we anoint the previous old guard. We say, okay, yes, we will allow you into the new financial system. Thank you for coming aboard. Thank you for bringing your trillions of dollars of daily flow. Thank you for bringing all of your assets and your customers. We appreciate that. And this is how the adoption actually goes. This is what really takes this cryptocurrency to a different place than we've seen in the rest of the crypto space up to this point. Remember, crypto up to this point has primarily been retail trading and speculation, and very few hedge funds and Wall Street types have gotten in a major way. We're just now getting the retirement accounts. We're just now getting all the hedge funds setting up their trading desks. They're late to the game. Yes, they've gotten some exposure behind the scenes, and obviously they're making plays. They're definitely not missing out on the opportunity, but no, it is definitely here, and you're about to see, I think, some major announcements after all of this is done with the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit. Some of the banks and institutions that we're going to find out that are now using and holding XRP is going to be massive, and it's only going to further drive the price just through the moon and beyond. Now, I did see that we also had our good friend Brian drop his 50 spot tonight. Brother Brian. Where did I miss it? Where was it at? Brian, I appreciate you playing catch up with your videos, current, up to date, and on point as usual. What a week. Brian, we really threw it down this week, didn't we, brother? And I just want people to be prepared. I want them to take action. And the reason why I was like, okay, I got to simplify and water down the Shmita cycle deep dive so that this gets through. Now imagine on TikTok, I'm still battling the snowflakes that are triggered. TikTok, we're still battling people that are triggered about other things that happened months ago. And I'm just trying to push this message out to people to understand that, listen, you don't have to believe in the Jewish high holy days. You don't have to believe in all of this. You don't have to believe that space is real, that Saturn is square to Uranus. The Earth can be flat. It doesn't matter. It's technical analysis matched up with historical dates. Go run the numbers yourself. Go look at the dates for yourself. It's all there. You don't have to believe in the 90-year cycle of Saturn being square to Uranus. You don't have to. I mean, I don't care. Just go pull up the charts for yourself. Go pull up the data, the calendars. You'll see it. Brian, I appreciate your support as always, though, brother. Thank you so much. Incredible week underway, and it's only going to pick up from here. Now, we're watching because, God, I don't even want to name off one date because it's basically just 12 dates over the next 2 months that are all going to be, I mean, the next 2 months is just massive. September, October, November, massive. Back-to-back eclipses. October 25th, solar eclipse. Lunar eclipse, November 7th and 8th. Election day, November 8th. Full moon is going to be on October 9th, which is the start of the Feast of Tabernacles. The last three crashes of 2008, 1987, and 1929 all concluded during the Feast of Tabernacles. One time it was at the start of the Feast of Tabernacles. Twice it was at the end of Feast of Tabernacles. 9 through the 16th is the Feast of Tabernacles, as well as the full moon on the 9th. We're going into Yom Kippur has marked the start of many crashes, as well as Rosh Hashanah. So be prepared for that. Back in 2008 on Rosh Hashanah, the Dow was down 777 points, a message from God himself. During the 7-year Shmita cycle, the Dow on Rosh Hashanah down 777 points. Once again, these crashes are all 35% crashes within a 6-week period for the stock market. Crypto gets smashed worst. Crypto's only been around since the previous great financial crisis. So we've never seen crypto, Bitcoin, and these other assets behave during a situation like this. So this time is different. It's a whole hell of a lot worse, and you need to be invested accordingly. Happy birthday, dude. Yes, it was my birthday just 2 days ago. 9/20. 94, which is interesting. 94 was a Shmita year, and we had the housing recession back there in 94. Now, fast forward here to this Shmita year, you got me trying to actually engage in the real estate asset class, trying to get my portfolio started in real estate. So it was an interesting time. Definitely looking forward to taking advantage of those real estate deals as well. Absolutely. Being a landscape business owner in my area, in my town, allows me to be tapped in on another level. I know too much about my local area and who lives where and how much money everyone makes. I know too much. I wish I didn't. But no, it does give me an advantage as far as just within the business community, within the real estate asset class. As soon as I start to move, we're going to move in a major way. Really looking forward to getting that snowball rolling. It's going to be incredible. Serious strategy for real estate. Where's our XRP? Okay, we're back down to 53.3 right now. 53 cents for our XRP price chart. There you go. You guys can take a quick look at that. 53 cents right now. Okay. So yeah, what did I just turn? 28 years old. So I made it through the 27 club. That was key. I was really kind of worried about that. But we did make it through the 27 club. Now we're 28 on our way to 30, which is just unbelievable. And, the reason why I want to share that with you guys is to show you that, yes, some of us young folks do have our shit together. We're actually trying to get something done. We're not just expecting a free ride and trading little digital coins and memes and think we're going to get rich. Serious businesses, serious plans for all of our investments in every single asset class. And we're trying to help as many people along the way. And then I just want to encourage others that you can do this too. Whether you're a young buck like me, or you're at the end, I think that there's still incredible opportunity for everyone. In my Discord group, it's a beautiful thing to see. We now have confirmed we do have members over 70 years old in my Discord group. I'm not going to name names actually, but huge shout out to our Discord members. We have them all from like 21 all the way to over 70. And that's just a beautiful thing. And then across the planet too. We got them in every single damn country now too. So it's been an absolute pleasure. And as we just smashed through, what do we get? 42,000 subscribers, 40 something subscribers on YouTube. That's cool. Thank you for smashing that thumbs up if you haven't already. About to break through 1,000 with us in the XRP Pump Party. Now, back down to 53 cents. Let's watch this one closely. When we started up the stream about 50 minutes ago, XRP was at 51 cents. So while we've been streaming, let me pull up this. What have we done? Actually, let's take a look here at this chart right here, and let me pull this. When did we start our stream? 50 minutes ago, right? Yeah, right around here. What have we done? We've done about a 12% move. We did about 12.5%, about 12% move. Even down at 53 cents, we're still at about a 10% pump since we started the stream, which means that we're going to have to do an all-nighter until this pump stops. We're going to have to just keep rolling. You guys know what that means. Thank you so much, guys. Someone said, not your age, only your energy. I love that. I love to see you guys taking massive action, no excuses. And for a lot of you guys, it's super important because you've already built a portfolio. You already got real estate. You had a 401k, and so you've already been running your business wherever you're at. It's important right now to get as many people tapped in as we can right now. And I just would highly encourage you guys not to grow my channel, but to warn people. Share them, our content, specifically if you want to pull back the deep dives that I just shared. I just dropped the simplified version of the Shmita cycle deep dive on YouTube. It's all there. And then share them some of our other content too, so they understand what we are going through right now. I really am worried because listening to these stories about people's 401ks getting absolutely smacked up, and it took them years, decades to build that up, and they were still questioning, even during the bull run, even when everything was good and rainbow and sunshine, bull run forever. A lot of these people were still worried, did I build up enough of a portfolio to get me through retirement? So for me, this is one thing we got to prepare. That may mean exiting some of your positions because we're about to get a further crash, including your stocks. You may need to reallocate your 401k. I'm not here to give you financial advice. I know what your financial advisor is going to tell you, and my only question would be, how has the program worked out so far? It was good for the last 2 decades. How has it worked out so far over the last year or so, specifically the last 9 months since we've actually entered the recession? How has the program worked out? Because we know what the financial advisors have been telling you guys. Okay, we got a new ETF, some new stock, right? Oh, you don't want to pull your money out. You're going to have penalties to pay. They have all this excuses and reasoning for why you need to keep your money invested with them. Okay. Now, I'm not here to say that you should pull out. I'm not here to say liquidate your 401k. What I just want people to understand is whatever you own, whether it's cryptocurrency, whether it's a piece of real estate, whether it's a business, or whether it's stocks, know what you hold. Don't just trust your guy at Morgan Stanley or Charles Schwab or wherever it may be. You need to know what you hold, and you need to have conviction. If that thing goes down another 50%, are you still going to believe in those stocks? Because I know I'm still going to be believing in my cryptocurrency. I know my business is thriving right now. God willing. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. So thankful for this opportunity. Businesses thriving. The amount of people that we're going to be able to save and help during this opportunity is my duty. To me, it's not even optional. Getting this message out far and wide as fast as possible is my duty. That's why I'm able to come on here every single day. I don't view this as work. This is my duty. And so all I ask, guys, is just please, can you please smash that thumbs up and then share this content far and wide, okay? I'd greatly appreciate that. And then your friends and family that you're going to help wake up to are going to appreciate it as well, okay? We got another super chat here. This one is from Sam Sheffield 999. Thank you, Sam, for that. For the first time in a year, I'm finally back in the green. I'm still expecting it to crash back down, but it's nice to be in the positive for once. Interesting, Sam. Yes, I have not busted out the calculator yet to figure out how much my XRP portfolio is. I'm not doing that. That's a guaranteed way to end the pump. Nobody should check their portfolios. You're going to cut, you don't want to count your chips here before you leave the table. But yeah, it's absolutely, Sam, looking like another setup, fake out ritual sacrifice here of the XRP holders, right? It feels good. It's kind of exciting, but then you understand everything else that's going on. Not good. Not good. If Bitcoin sees 10K, where does XRP land? XRP can easily go back down to the 22 or the 23 cent level. And the reason why I would expect it to go down to those levels is because in the numerology, XRP equals 22 and 23. So that's kind of why. And it's a key support level, about that 20 to 25 cent level. So I would expect it to wick to 22, 23 cents, but it definitely can go lower. Remember, after the SEC lawsuit was filed, it went down to 17 cents. So we could expect that to come through again. Once again, they really faked this out with the 33 cent XRP before they just sent it. And now look at the FOMO that's taking place. Crazy. But Sam, it absolutely is good to see this for XRP. And here's the thing that I've always pointed out when this occurs with XRP. The pump's cool. Okay, yeah, we can bust out the calculator. We made a little bit of money. That's cool. More importantly, the fact that XRP is moving on its own is what matters most. The XRP beast that it is on its whole own story, narrative, reality, while the rest of the space is in a bear market and has nothing going for it, XRP is just primed for a rip on those charts after an SEC victory, right? And then obviously the utility run takes us to paradise. But in the meantime, the hype speculation FOMO pump makes the rest of the space feel like giving up and quitting, literally. And so, yeah, it absolutely does feel fantastic to be here. But the key thing that I appreciate about these moments is seeing XRP move on its own, seeing XLM and XDC follow behind. What's Algorand at? Let's take a look here at Algo. You see, these ISO coins just seem to move all together. And I'm pretty sure that Algo's been moving as well. Let's take a look here. 15% today for Algo. 40 cents for your Algo. It's funny how closely it's actually following XRP in price, actually. Literally at 40 cents. XRP now at 50 cents. Algo, kind of funny how they're doing that. And we've always loved Algo, and definitely looking at taking a position on Algo during this market crash event. The next 6 weeks are going to be critical. I'm looking at allocating a lot, but like I've always said here, over the last few months, I've been sitting with cash on the sidelines to buy more crypto and to buy real estate. So that is why I have cash on the sidelines. On top of all of our prepping essentials, precious metals, and then obviously we focus on having our businesses not participate in the recession. That's what we've been focused on. XRP still hanging out at that 53 cent level right now, okay? Never pull out. Yeah, so here's the thing, guys. This exit strategy with XRP really needs to be thought out. It's going to be so hard emotionally to make the decisions unless you write them out on paper and that you actually plan for them in advance. Mentally, you really have to have this written out and stick to your guns, because it's going to be tough. It's going to be so hype, and you're going to think, oh, this is going to continue on. It's going to go to $10, and you're going to think that, okay, we're going to $50 next. No problem. Look at, okay, am I guilty of this too? Yeah, but I kind of tell you guys that I'm just playing around. I'm just joking. I'm showing Crypto Bull's bullish XRP charts. He's had bullish XRP charts for us for the last 2-3 years, just like everyone else who's bullish on XRP. Everyone has been showing us a bullish XRP chart for 2 years, right? Now, I shared his tweet, and as you see, we move to 40, 50 cents, and he's calling for $6, what was it, $20, and then $70 XRP, and he said 23 by November. So see what happens. We move 10, 15, 20 cents in the XRP price, and all of us get excited and we start talking about the crazy numbers. But I've been talking about crazy numbers. Remember, on this channel, we've been talking about 3, 4, and 5 digits, and we will continue to. I think that's how big the utility is. The value of the problem being solved takes us to those prices. But it also sets us up for complete failure, because a lot of people are not going to know what to do. They're emotionally not going to be able to handle it. It's going to be insane, chaotic times. It's not going to be sunshine and rainbows. Oh, and XRP's chilling. Okay, you booked your trip to the beach, and now, okay, should I sell a little bit more, hanging out? No, you guys, this market panic event can take us anywhere from a 35% market crash all the way down to an 80 or 90% crash. Now, if you look at how far we've gone from the top, well, just in the cryptocurrencies, we've gone 50, 60, 70% already from the top of last bull run. So the 90-year cycles that are converging right now, the 90-year cycle, Saturn squaring Uranus, that marks the bottom of the markets, took place in 1932 and took place in 1842. Took us down 80 and 90% and was dramatic restructuring events. So that's their data point, okay? But everything else tells us bare minimum 35% again for the stock market over a 6-week period that starts around a full moon 6 weeks before a solar eclipse. Solar eclipse is 10/25. Full moon just took place on September 10th, which is basically when we've been going down since the August highs of 25 grand for Bitcoin, okay? And this is why we were able to call the fake full moon, the full moon fake out back on September 10th. It was pumping. We took the Bitcoin short, doubled down on the Bitcoin short. I was down 60% on that trade, all in with my trading bag, wrote it back to a 10% profit, took that. If I would have held, I would have, made way more money. But nonetheless, I'm not greedy. I get off plenty enough making a 10% gain during a bear market shorting Bitcoin. So I don't get greedy, but that's how we were able to play that one out. We knew it was a fake out. Now here we are back at 19,000 for Bitcoin, okay? And it's just not looking strong until it closes above 21,000 on a daily chart. Bitcoin is not looking good. And bare minimum, we go down to about the 14K level, most likely. 17 would be easy. Could happen in a 24, 48 hour period, back down to 17K. But our analysis tells us that the June lows are not the bottom. The June lows was not the bottom. We go lower. We go lower. And all of these market crashes have occurred during the Jewish highest holy days. Usually they start around Rosh Hashanah, which comes in on September 26th here. And then they can also, basically take place anywhere between Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and then the last 3 big ones have all ended during the Feast of Tabernacles, which this year is the 9th through the 16th. So I've been trying to just simplify these data points. I've been just rattling these off, and I just did a live show with Alpha Warrior. Hopefully you guys saw that. I thought that was a really good session. Huge shout out to Alpha Warrior. That was on Rumble. So if you want to watch that, go to my Twitter and you can find the link to the Alpha Warrior show on Rumble. Go watch that session, because I had to get on his show tonight and tell him, dude, I got to help your people understand what we're about to go through. We got to get this out to them. So tonight was an urgent message. We did that. That was a good session. But right now, it's so important. XRP Pump Party, yes, that's cool. We're having a fun time. Montsock, thank you for the 999. I appreciate that super chat. Saturn squaring Uranus. Sounds ridiculous. Pull it up on the charts. From now on, I'm just going to start. Maybe I'll just call it the 90-year cycle. I kind of call it the Saturn squaring Uranus because, well, it's true, but it kind of gets people's attention, right? You're Jewish? No, I'm not Jewish. And my thing isn't, I'm not trying to, how can I say this? you don't have, I'm not telling you what to believe in. I'm not telling you who to love. I'm not telling you what to invest in. You go look it up for yourself. Go look up history. Go look up the charts. Go look up the data. Go look at all the converging cycles. Is space real? Is it not? Doesn't matter. Is it flat? Is the earth flat? Doesn't matter. This is history repeating itself. We have a 90-year cycle that marks the bottom of the market. We have an 80-year cycle that marks the start of a war cycle. We have a 40-year cycle that's also tied to demographics that leads us into another bull run. And it's all converging right now. And all of these crashes have occurred during the high holy days in the Jewish religion. Is that a coincidence? Do I believe in that? It's just data. It's just data points. Could we have an hour-long conversation on the why? On why the markets revolve around the lunar calendars? On why the markets revolve around this Hebrew calendar? Why these events occur every 7 years during a Shmita cycle? That in the biblical historical terms of the Shmita year was about letting the field rest. It was an agricultural thing. You let the field rest. You let it get replenished with nutrients. And then you have a reset. Here we are. And then once again, you go back and you look. 7 years ago, 2015, Chinese stock market collapsed. 7 years before that, 2008 was the great financial crisis here in the United States and worldwide. 7 years before that, 2001, which obviously events of 9/11 and the tech.com bubble. 7 years before that, 1994 was the housing recession here in the United States, savings and loan crisis. And 7 years before that was the 1987 stock market crash. And yeah, you look at going back in history, yeah, it's all there. Still at 53 and a half basically for XRP right now. %7 interest rate on homes. Yeah, so we just hit the highest interest rate since 2008. I think, what was it, 6.23%? I forget. I shared that data point in my live stream earlier today. Like 6.2%, I think. If XRP doesn't fall with Bitcoin, imagine the FOMO. You're already seeing a glimpse of it, right? And this is where I've been saying for the last year that I don't really understand why people are so turned on by Bitcoin and Ethereum and why you have to hold Bitcoin and ETH in your portfolio. Has no utility, and obviously we're at the end of a macro cycle that if you put crypto aside and understand the currency, debt, liquidity crisis that we're going through, the games are over. The bullshit participation trophies are over. If you're not solving real problems and getting real deals done with actual utility that matters, you're done. Dustin Poole, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Shout out from New Zealand. I appreciate that. New Zealand in the chat. But Bitcoin has a store of value. How is that programmed worked out? From 69K all the way to 20K, what is the store of value? That's you don't like ETH? No, it sucks. The gas fees, the time it takes for a transaction to go through, it sucks. Along with the Ethereum free pass monopoly that they did, that's completely corrupt and held back the United States cryptocurrency innovation and held back humanity. They held back crypto advancing, technologically advancing humanity so that they could pay themselves out and try to do an Ethereum free pass monopoly with JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, the Wall Street boys and girls who deal all these deals behind the scenes that are completely shady, paying off Bill Hinman, Gary Good Guy Gensler about to come be the savior of the crypto space. That's my prediction. Good Guy Gary is going to come forward and tell us how smart he is and how great of a deal he worked out with Ripple. Uh-oh, Penelope throwing another cowboy hat on here. Penelope wants a yeehaw from me. I appreciate you. Thank you guys, Dex. Thank you, Christy. Thank you guys. And you know what Sam Bankman-Fried is doing with Chuck Schumer? Bobby Crypto Granny, that's a good question. So I think what BitBoy Crypto has been saying that Sam Friedman Bank is, who is the creator of FTX, the exchange, that he is a wolf in sheep's clothing and that he is doing deals with Senator Schumer. And I believe that it is basically all in regards to no privacy, complete surveillance, tracking of everything, and basically giving the regulators and all of the agencies everything they want as far as who's buying what, making sure that all the KYC, AML is done. I don't know how much more further it goes than that could make it worse. I think that Sam Bankman-Fried and others in the crypto space have been propping up their existing power, their existing companies. As the systems fall apart, as the crypto Ponzi schemes fall apart, these big players act like they're about to do big deals. Remember CZ Binance telling us that he was going to hire 5,000 employees right before they go completely bust? And actually, they didn't go completely bust. They're not insolvent yet. But they quickly retracted that. It was like a month or two later. You know, and so this is what these guys do. It's like Michael Saylor continues to double down on his Bitcoin bet that is losing his company billions of dollars, and he's had to step down as CEO. Now, it's crazy to me. There are people, there's this guy on TikTok. What's his name? Maybe I shouldn't name him out. Maybe I shouldn't call him out. He's like a bot, dude. He's on TikTok every night telling everyone, here's my ebook. Everyone needs to allocate 40% Bitcoin, 25% Ethereum, and then these other cryptos. And he shows you these charts for, when Bitcoin goes to 100K, you're going to make this. You're going to make all this money. And it's like he's a robot every single night. I see him and I go on his stream and he's got like 3,000 people in the TikTok live stream. I'm like, who the hell is watching this guy every single day like a robot? Just show you guys these same formulas on Bitcoin going to the moon and Ethereum going to the moon. And you got to allocate. You have to allocate some to Shiba, because when Shiba goes to this, you're going to make $900. I'm not going to name the guy, but I am like, what? He has paid off TikTok. He's paid off the algorithm. There's no way 3,000 people are interested in this bullshit. It blows me away. But it is true. This is the crypto space up to this point. Everyone, and a lot of the newbies, myself included, bought into the Bitcoin narrative. I get it. I'm not trying to beat people up. But I just find it so interesting. I'm like, all of these guys that just still push Bitcoin, you have to have it. You have to make a bet on Shiba. Which I'm not saying that that's a bad move. I know a lot of my friends, a lot of my Discord community has Shiba, Doge, and some other silly stuff. I get that, but just blows me away. Check out, I don't really watch any of the other crypto guys. I watched Waters Above today. Huge shout out to Waters Above. He's basically the one that got us on the Shmita cycle last year, and we love his work. And so I listened to his show tonight or earlier today, but I really don't listen to any other crypto influencers. Obviously I got my eyes on the situation. I watch what these other guys are doing and I get my laugh out of it. It gives me some entertainment. Guys that dropped XRP so that they could shill all of this nonsense. Now they get bullish once again on XRP. It's completely hilarious. How does your plan change if the judge rules XRP is not a security before Ripple case ends? Economy stocks crash, but does XRP pump? Would be perfect timing. Dustin Poole, thank you for the super chat. That's a good question. My exit strategy remains the same, and it's very simple, and I'm completely transparent with everyone here on this platform. Thank you for tuning in. Not financial advice. Please smash the thumbs up. Here it is. I'm selling 5% of my XRP bag at around $10, and another 5% of my bag around $20. That's what I have written down. That's what I'm preparing for mentally. and I'm going to try to stick to that. The rest, 90% of my XRP bag, I plan on holding forever. I plan on leveraging it after we get above $50 is the price that I'm looking at. After we get above $50 XRP, I will figure out what bank is left standing after the whole damn system burns down. Is Bank of America still left standing? Okay. Is my local credit union still left standing? I don't care. Am I going to use some decentralized Moon Pay, which is what I had to use to buy my NFTs on Ethereum? It was so funny. Buying NFTs on Ethereum. I had to buy the Ethereum to pay the gas fees for a free NFT. Someone was giving me an NFT for free, and I had to pay $50 in gas fees just to mint the NFTs. How stupid it was. And then I had to go through some platform, MoonPay, to make the transaction and wait 15, 20 minutes. Complete joke. But I don't care whether I'm going to take my bag to Bank of America or I'm going to take it to some decentralized, maybe Ripple will open up for retail customers, the liquidity hub. We'll be able to stake it at Bank of Ripple. See, for me, I don't care. Whenever I go to do that deal, I'm going to look for the most competitive rate. I'm going to look at who can I trust and who's going to work with me. My banker, see, when you're in business, when you're doing real deals, your bankers are your business partners. They are on your team. So while the Bitcoin crowd is all down with the banks and all this and that, well, if you want to use leverage to actually grow your business and grow your investments, yes, the system's going to collapse. Yes, the system's going to be restructured. 90% of the business will probably be consolidated. All of the banks are shutting down. They just took away the drive-through teller at my bank. Now you have to go in if you want to have a human check your transaction. So we're seeing that, and that's all coming. That's all there. 90% of the banking industry probably does get consolidated and go away. And a lot of them are criminals that have facilitated crimes against humanity, and that's a whole different topic. But my point being is I don't get caught up on down with the banks and, oh, Bank of America is so evil that I can't trust them with my... I don't care, guys. Whether it's the local credit union, Bank of America, or some decentralized play. There's going to be people competing for our business, competing for our asset that is a reserve currency with an incredible amount of utility. So we're going to have decentralized staking platforms. We're going to have Ripple, partnering up with somebody else to offer retail lending. We're going to have Bank of America offer. We're going to have all the crypto, all the banks are going to be offering all of the crypto stuff. And I don't think it'll be too long before it's very common for people to use their cryptocurrencies as collateral on a loan, as a down payment on their house. My thing that I keep on reiterating, whatever your exit strategy is and what mine is, exit 5% of my bag at 10, about 5% at 20, and hold the rest, leverage it after $50. But what am I going to put that money into? And that's so important. And you guys got to understand, you either need to find business opportunities that you can put that into, real estate portfolios, maybe some precious metals, maybe there's some other asset classes that you want to consider. But you have to know what you're investing in with those gains. Those gains are going to come. We're going to be going through hell on earth before we get there. But God willing, we make it through to the other side, and the world will be ours. The good people of God that are able to take advantage of this great wealth transfer in the history of the world are going to be able to build this thing back better in the righteous way. Not the woke bullshit, the righteous way. All truth will be revealed. I truly believe that the best is yet to come, but this setup is like we haven't seen in 100 years, literally. 90-year cycle, 80-year war cycle, 40-year cycle, 7-year Shmita cycle, once again concluding. At the end of a Jubilee year, at the end of a Platinum Jubilee, 70 years of the Queen's reign ending as we move to King Charles III. Go look at what happened to the first Charleses, the first and second Charles. One was overthrown, one was beheaded. Oh, one led, one of them led during a massive plague, interesting, and the other one was overthrown by his own people and beheaded. Now we have Prince Charles stepping up to the plate. King Charles taking the throne. The Vatican calling back all their assets. What do they know? I see some people in the comment section from Germany have been saying that there is not martial law in Germany taking place. I shared last night on the live stream that from October 1st going forward, there's going to be troops on the streets in Germany to basically repel back riots. I've had some people from Germany comment down below, and I say thank you, appreciate it, saying that that's not true, that isn't necessarily true, whatever. I'm sorry, that was an unconfirmed report. Maybe it's not the case, but I'm here to tell you that they are preparing. They are preparing. And in Europe, you guys already got a lot of police on the streets. You already got a surveillance state that's there. And what I'm hearing from some of my sources on the inside is that these institutions, these banks are preparing for a breakdown, And it is here. So, now what else do we got here? Did Sam throw down another $20 super chat? Did I miss that one? No New World Order here in Costa Rica, Zach. Yeah, XRP QFS team. Yep. Shout out to Mel. Okay. Yep. You guys got, oh, you're in Costa Rica. I was thinking you're in Puerto Rico. I was going to say, do you guys got power right now? I know, prayers to the people of Puerto Rico. I know. See, it's unbelievable. And as I've been talking about, some of these grids are so vulnerable. Some of these situations are really dicey. Puerto Rico gets hit by category 1 and the whole island loses power. So, everyone's in a different situation right now. And so some of the German citizens were in my comments from last night's stream saying that that is not the case, that there's not troops on the streets. Everything that I'm hearing is telling me that there's preparations being made. And so I can't confirm that exact data point, but this is why we love everyone tuning in from across the world, because you guys can tell me what you're seeing on the ground. This is so important. Oh my gosh, I missed a couple super chats. Hey, Sai, thank you for the 999. I have total of 3,000 coins and I don't know what price this would be at the end of the year. I want to buy more, but I'm waiting for my pay next month. So you just got to continue to dollar cost average into this asset if you believe in it, if you have conviction. I'm not here to give you financial advice, but yes, absolutely. We are looking at acquiring more XRP if it does go lower. 3,000 coins is better than none. Okay, don't try to compare yourself to others. Don't FOMO buy in, but continue to stack this asset as you can afford to. Make sure that you have your prepping essentials done, and then do whatever you can to get that income up. Now might be a time to start a side hustle if you have extra time, if you have the means and ability and resources. Definitely would recommend doing anything possible to get in more income. The inflation crisis will get worse, but yes, you want to be able to buy more of these assets. You've got 3,000 coins. That's fantastic. When we got people that got 3,000, we got people that got 300,000. You need to have a strategy for your XRP and then for what you're going to do with inside of the other asset classes. If you think that you're going to move all of your XRP gains to real estate, you better know what the hell you're doing in real estate. It's like Robert Kiyosaki says, you shouldn't become a real estate investor. You shouldn't become an entrepreneur unless you're really about it, unless you understand what you're doing. Sam Sheffield, thank you for the 20 spot. What is your thoughts on keeping your Ledger Nano S in a Faraday bag in a fireproof safety deposit box in the bank? Is that safe keeping it away from you, or would you rather just keep it at home? Sam, I have always said with cold storage devices, okay, without getting too deep into this, have a couple, don't keep it all in one, and I want it close nearby me in somewhere that I consider safe. My bank safety deposit box would not be it, personally. But remember, we also stack not only our precious metals as far as our silver and our gold, but we have the other precious metals that allow us to protect our families, and that's truly incredible as well. As we roll into this new world, as we roll into this new financial system, you have to remember that there are people right now scrolling Instagram, waiting for you to check in, waiting for you to show off your new bag, your new whip. Now, this is a lot of the younger generation that likes to flex. But you have to understand this world that we've now entered in with social media and everything too. People are going to be watching you. Maybe you were a leader in your community. Maybe you were a leader in your family that told everyone about XRP. And now XRP's pumped and everyone knows now that you got a bag. That's changing your life. So everyone focuses on the change of, your financial life as far as, what's going to happen, how much you're going to be worth. Think about how you're going to be, your relationships will change with your family, your friends, your community, the people around you. So Sam, when it comes to security, we take it is the most serious considerations that we make. Serious security. All the time, everywhere we go, offline assets, ready to trade, ready to barter, ready to protect and defend, and may God be with us, right? But yeah, I mean, if you want to go to that extent, the ledger in the Faraday bag in a fireproof safety deposit box, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. But as far as I'm concerned, right, as long as you have the keys to your Nano too, even if you lost the device, you would still be able to recover your keys. So you have that going for you as well. But you see, I always worry about worst case scenario. In the future, you're going to be a target. But it's like someone like myself that everyone knows I got a large amount of XRP. I would be a target for someone to try to come get that. Come get it. It's simple, guys. It's very, I mean, it's been happening forever, right? And it only ramps up. Look at what took place in Lebanon over the last week. Bank heists. GTA in the streets. The purge is live. Banks have shut down indefinitely because they were getting robbed and there were bank heists occurring across the country. That's the world we're going into, and it's only going to ramp up and pick up. What did they just announce in Chicago, Illinois? They're not even going to arrest second-degree murderers. They're not going to hook them or book them. They're going to release them. This is crazy, right? This is the world we're entering in, and we're preparing accordingly. So I like to have options. Multiple cold storage devices, multiple wallets, multiple exchanges, multiple assets, multiple businesses, multiple sources of cash flow within each business. See how deep it goes? Options, massive action, equals taking advantage of the greatest transfer of wealth in world history. God bless you all. Cheers, everyone. If you guys already haven't smashed that thumbs up, we got 1,100 with us in the chat tonight. Thank you so much, guys. This is the XRP Pump Party, and XRP right now is at 53 cents. But Sam, I do like your thinking as far as security measures. I think you can never do too much. Sam, here you go. He drops another 10 spot. I've always been that one guy that if I won the lottery, I'd show up in a screen mask and walk off. Sam, thank you so much for the support, brother. I appreciate that. Zach, we pumping. What about the yacht party? See, we got to be careful in the XRP community. We're talking about our yacht party. Got to consider the security as well. Always. Security is number one. Praying for health, building wealth. And like I've been saying too, we prepare for the worst and we pray for something better. Or I like to say we prepare for the worst and we pray for the best. But we know that we're going to be challenged. We know that we're going to be tested during these times. So that's basically our stance right now. Prepare for the worst, pray for the best. Doge is completely dead. I would say so myself too. Yep. What else are we working with, guys? We are about here hour and a half here on the live stream. Been a fun session with you guys tonight. XRP Pump. I am scared to get off. We started the stream at 51 cents, busted through 54, back here at 53. So I'm worried that if I end this stream, we might just get a fat red candle, so I better not. There's the chart right there for you guys to take a quick look over at that. Okay, 53 cents. I appreciate you guys so much. It's just been a pleasure. Marathon session here tonight. Make sure you guys watch the earlier live stream. That was the XRP Hype Show. Then we had the Alpha Warrior show. We went and he interviewed us. We went on his platform over there on Rumble. You can find the link on my Twitter. And then we came back here for the XRP Pump Party. We did get to see XRP pump through 54 cents. Super exciting. 60% gains on the week while the rest of the space doesn't know what to do with themselves. What an amazing opportunity, folks. But we are not convinced that this is our moment. We are staying ready and vigilant. And once again, still got dry powder on the sidelines ready to move. Let's keep it rolling a little bit longer, maybe another 17 minutes or so. What do you guys say? Thank you so much. What's up, TikTok? Russia accepting crypto for cross-border payments now. Yes, it's so funny that just the back and forth between Russia and China. They switch every other month between pro-crypto against crypto. Thai silver, where do you buy precious metals? So I buy small quantities from my local dealer. And then, as I said, if you guys are looking to roll over your 401k, your IRA, whatever your retirement plan is, or you're making to look make a larger allocation to precious metals, head on over to my website. At the very top, there's a link, Precious Metals, and you can buy and roll over your 401k to precious metals there with my partner there. When I'm buying smaller amounts, 1 ounce silver coins, whatever I'm doing, maybe some bars, we diversify there. But my local dealer always comes through, and I got a couple options there too. Just like with my crypto exchanges, multiple silver dealers, multiple gun dealers, multiple businesses, multiple sources of cash flow. Mel says that Zach, mortgage forgiveness is happening now. I got people coming out my show with documentation. Okay. That's interesting. We are looking at how much of the debt is going to be forgiven once this reset has concluded. Thoughts on the metaverse coins? None of them turn me on. None of them get me excited. Going to buy silver for the first time this weekend. Connor, yeah. I like silver not only for the gains, but to have as an offline asset for trade, barter, for shit hit the fan scenario. Buy yourself safe passage, buy yourself some food, shelter, whatever your family may need. That silver could come in handy. I have a vegetable garden too. See, I amongst all of the asset classes, amongst all of the preparation that we could possibly be doing, tomatoes are coming in right now so good. I actually started a second round, and I started some green beans like a month and a half, 2 months ago. Now those green beans are coming in. Snap peas, diversifying amongst the vegetables. That's how we do it. Nicholas Elijah, thank you for the 20 spot, brother. Nicholas, that's huge. Thank you. Great work on the cycles the other day. It was excellent, Nicholas. I hope that you were able to get a lot of information and value from that so that you can effectively invest for this moment in time. For me, it's a lot of cash on the sidelines ready to buy these deals if they get a lot cheaper. I hope that everyone was able to do that. I've been kind of just sharing the simplified version over this whole week since I dropped the deep dive for my Discord group. But if you're looking to join my Discord group, head on over to my website, zachrector.com, sign up for the Patreon, and you can get full access there. Really just been watching this pump and knowing that this is what they love to do, the XRP community. As hype as it is, as exciting as this is, XRP pump stream, pump from 51 cents to 54 cents. That's cool. That's fun. Please smash the thumbs up and let's have a good time. We know what cycles are converging right now. We know shit's about to hit the fan. We know the systems are about to go down. This is an urgent message. So we're enjoying this moment, having a good time, but we understand. Do you think that we are going to drop? I think this is all pump hype. Yes, I do believe that we are going to drop. Yes. Yep. I have about a half dozen cycles that are converging right now that tell me that a market crash is imminent. Where do I see XRP in the next 5 years at a much higher price? And I think that 3, 4, and 5 digits is definitely possible. I think that if we're halfway wrong, we still reach $50 to 3-digit price points for XRP if we're half wrong. Multiple citizenships, is that part of your plan? Now that is interesting. Strategic relocation is something that everyone should be considering right now. I know some people are talking about leaving the country. For me, I want to hold it down in America. I think it's one of the best places. I do see, and I do want to become a snowbird. That's one of my goals before I retire, is that I want to become a snowbird before retirement. Because I live up in the Pacific Northwest and it's very crappy weather during the winter, my goal is to become a snowbird where I can go down and hang out in Arizona, Nevada, Mexico, Belize, Puerto Rico, somewhere like that, and have a good time during the winter. That's my goal there. As far as multiple citizenships, passports, all that, I got the passport. I can go. I've been to Belize. I've been to Mexico. I absolutely loved Belize. I love that they're English speaking. I love that their laws are in English. It's very friendly to tourists and to investors that are trying to bring money there. So, yeah, that was good. But as far as strategic relocation, I think that everyone needs to reconsider it. The main thing for me is to get the hell out of the major cities. As society breaks down, those are going to be the hotbeds of bad activity. Uh-oh, 53.9. We're about to bust through 54 cents again. Here we go. Uh-oh. Is Asia waking? Asia should be waking up here soon. They'll send the Asian markets will send XRP for sure. What do you think about letting banks hold your crypto and leveraging it? I already mentioned that. I don't have issues with the bank. I mean, yes, please expose them for the crimes against humanity and all of the money that they've laundered and all of the bad activity. That'd be cool. But I don't get caught up and down with the banks, that Bitcoin narrative. And I understand that they're going to be consolidated. There's going to be a lot of mergers and acquisitions taking place in every single business sector, every single asset class, but especially within the banking sector. So that's cool, whatever. But yeah, I don't care if I'm staking my crypto at Bank of America, at my local credit union, or some other decentralized platform. That'll be cool. Whatever can offer me the best rates, the most competitive, and will give me loans, give me money when I want it. That's what I want. That's like I said, the banker is your business partner. Now, poor people are taught that the banks are evil, that they charge you all these fees, all this and that. If the deal is good enough, you're not going to care about paying those fees as long as you can get the money when you need it. So it's a little bit different of a perspective than I think a lot of people have as far as the Bitcoin community, the down with the banks community. Yeah, for me, I don't care. Whoever can give me the best rate and I trust. Spectre, thank you. Pay off my leverage or keep writing this up. Yeah, it's not a good time to be levered up right now. See, this is why I exited my Bitcoin short when I was at a 10% profit, because I was happy with that. And I don't want to be an all in on leverage right now. I was all in on my Bitcoin short, and as soon as I was able to write it back down to 19,000, that's when I exited for 10% profit. So for me, I wouldn't be in a lot of margin. I would not be doing a lot of leverage trading right now unless you really know what you're doing. Zach talks like he doesn't know what Flare Network is. David, that's a good point. You know, we'll see what happens with Flare. Hopefully, I'm going to be getting my Songbird tokens and eventually my Spark tokens from Coinbase. That'd be super cool, Brian Armstrong. Thank you. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, that's what I mean. Whether it's Flare, Bank of America, I'm not worried about that. That's the least of my worries. I'm worried about what business am I going to buy? What real estate portfolio am I going to build out? That's what I'm worried about. Have I been to Arizona? Yes. I've been throughout all of the Southwest. I've been to a couple in the Midwest, Wisconsin, Missouri, but I have not made it out east. That's the only place I haven't been in the United States is out east. Been down to Texas, yeah, all throughout the Southwest, Montana, Wisconsin, Minnesota. Been all over. What platform is good to open up on Coinbase? Whatever exchange you can get to work. There was one other question I wanted to see. Oh yeah. Should I close out my 5x leverage long position I opened at 39 cents? See, that's good profit right there. Don't get greedy right now. Don't get greedy right now. And don't trust the exchanges right now. So that's the thing, is when this thing gets volatile, when this thing gets shaky, your orders aren't going to go through. So I'm not playing around too much right now. Over the last 2 months, I've shorted Bitcoin 6 times, and I've made about a 40% profit on my bag shorting Bitcoin. 6 trades, 2 months. That's not day trading. That's not watching the charts. Spending very little time looking at the charts, actually. But, that's what we've done. Right now, I am not antsy to get into a position right now, especially XRP. It's moving too much, way too much power behind it. Yes, I'd love to kind of do a long on XRP, but I'm already way long XRP because 90% of my bag's XRP. So I already got a massive long position on XRP. That's why I like to hedge my bet with shorting Bitcoin. So when the markets go down, I'm making money shorting Bitcoin. When XRP pumps, generational wealth is created, right? Do I have XLM? Yes. He says, okay, I'm going to close out. Danielle, see, I'm not here to give you financial advice. You got to pull up the technical analysis. You got to look for yourself. But during this time, don't get greedy, right? If you got good gains, now's not a time to be playing around. This market is in a very, very shaky spot. The systems can shut down anytime now too. So I want you guys to understand that. The trading bag that I have, the platform I'm using is Qcoin. My trading bag's sitting in Tether. The one guy that tells you that Tether's going to collapse. That don't trust exchanges. Get your money, get your crypto the hell off of them. That's what you got to do if you want to play the game. You got to be in Tether on Qcoin, ready to trade. But that's a very small portion of my bag. Do I have any insight on the best way to avoid paying taxes or not as much? Read the book Tax-Free Wealth by Tom Wheelwright and understand how the rich and elite, the business owners and investors in real estate, energy. The tax code is a series of incentives that is used basically to spur investment in business, energy, real estate, provide housing. That's what the government wants you to do. So they wrote the tax law. Not only was it written for the rich, but if you just follow that, it actually is a good investment strategy, but it will also avoid taxes as well. So read that book, Tax-Free Wealth by Tom Wheelwright. But this is why these guys like real estate as an asset class. It's probably the most tax-favored asset class. Energy, research and development and investment in energy production and mining, that is also tax-favored as well. And then you also got Green New Deal tax write-off that's going to occur. I mean, Elon Musk with Tesla got bailed out, right, for whatever he was doing with his solar company. There's all sorts of that activity going on. But the main point is that the rich, the elite, the Donald Trumps, the Jeff Bezos, they just follow the tax code as it's written. And it's very simple. The asset classes that you can invest in to avoid taxes. So it's based off of how much how much of a salary you're giving yourself. If you're paying yourself salary compensation, well, you're going to pay taxes on that unless you have other write-offs, whether that's coming from real estate investing, whether that's coming from business expenses. You got to have write-offs. So there's many ways. Hire a good accountant. If you're a serious player, you should have a good accountant on your team. Doesn't have to be a full-time person on your staff. Just someone who's going to look through your numbers maybe every quarter, check things out, and help you build your tax strategy throughout the year. So you understand, okay, right now we're approaching Q3. This is your last 3 months here to invest in your company, invest in yourself, and change your tax situation. So really important time that's coming up here. Yeah. So some of you guys may want to consider taking a loss on some of your positions for tax purposes and then buying back in. Not financial advice, not tax advice. Please talk to your financial advisor. But there's plenty of things you can do to avoid taxes. And if you're worried about paying taxes, you don't got a serious enough strategy with your accountant and you're not making enough money. Because the biggest guys, this is why Trump pays no taxes. He's just following the tax code as it was written. The rich guys and the corporations decide how much tax do we want to pay this year just to keep them off our back. Wash sale, gray area, not financial advice, right? Not tax advice. Michael Vartanian, thank you for the 20 spot, brother. Michael, thank you. Here's a gift from the Ripple versus SEC. You're a real one, brother. Michael, I appreciate that so much. Thank you for supporting the channel. And I am all here for it. If this case ends and XRP is ready to do its moment, have its moment in time, God bless you all. I mean, it's going to be incredible. We're at 53.9. We're about to break through. About to break through that XRP, looking at 54 cents here. 54 cents we just hit. This is the Q coin chart, by the way. Q coin 15-minute chart that you guys are seeing there in the corner. Let's take a little bit more, a few more questions, guys. What are we working with? And if you haven't already, please smash that thumbs up and make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when we're going live next. Someone just said 58 cents. Are you in Canadian or euros? I got 54 cents on the Qcoin chart right now. You seem a bit salty about XRP booming. Did you sell some of your XRP bags, Zach? No, absolutely not. I mean, no, it's just, I've been here before. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you've been teased before, you know, I've been there. I've been here in the XRP community. They pump this thing up. The exchanges shut off. XRP collapses. SEC versus Ripple lawsuit is announced. XRP goes all the way from $1 all the way back down to 17 cents. So is this it? Yes, send it, dude. I've packed my bags. I'm right here with you guys. This is an XRP pump party. But I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm not going to go all in. I'm not going to open up a leveraged long on XRP. Just going to ride this out calmly, smoothly. And we're going to be back here when XRP is at double digits. We will be live here on this show. Calm and collected. Maybe we will be a little bit more hype. Probably. We're going to be going freaking nuts. But I just want people to have a serious strategy and think about this very seriously. It's easy to get caught up in the hype pump narrative. BitBoy said it's going to $1. There you go. What do I think is the main reason for this pump? Hype. Insider whales buying $500 million worth of XRP Friday last week was part of it. Insiders getting in. Why do we only talk about XRP? Well, this is the XRP Pump Show, but what else do you want to talk about? Let me know. Is that Brazil in the chat? Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all the super chats. All the support has been fantastic tonight. It's been a really fun session. Make sure you guys have smashed that thumbs up. And like I said, if you want to get access to the Discord community, come join us over at my website, zachrector.com. Sign up for the Patreon and you'll get complete full access. All right, guys. I think it is time to wrap up this session. We've been going at it for nearly 2 hours tonight. Not including our earlier live stream and our interview on the Alpha Warrior show. Make sure you guys go check those out as well. We're going to have a lot of content dropping over this weekend too, so be ready for that. This moment in time is just truly incredible, man. I mean, enjoy the show. God bless you all. It is, absolutely all truth is being revealed right now. The best is yet to come. But the market crash is imminent. We see all the cycles that are converging right now. We see all the data points. The shit is about to hit the fan. The systems are about to go down. Prepare for any series of events that are, perfectly lined up. There's about well over a dozen scenarios, from false flag, Putin nukes Ukraine, 3-letter agency false flag attack, cyber attack, maybe a category 1 hurricane's going to hit your island and your power is going to go out like it did in Puerto Rico. Maybe the banks are going to shut down just like they did in Lebanon. Maybe your whole country is just going to be in lockdown like that country over there. It starts with a C. We can't say their name. May God be with the people of that country. And then we did get one more super chat here from Foley Video. Thank you for that 10 spot. Good info. Thanks. I appreciate that super chat so much. Okay. And so that's what we're going through. That's what we're navigating. Like I said, with the cycles, I'm not here to explain the why every crash has occurred around the Jewish high holy days. I'm not here to explain the why. We can talk about that later. The message is so urgent right now to get people out to prepare for this that we don't have time to talk about the why. Go pull up the charts, go pull up the data, go pull up the historical calendars for yourself, and you can see that we're not full of it. We have a 90-year cycle that marks the bottom of the market coming in. We have an 80-year war cycle that is converging right now. And then we have a 40-year start of bull run cycle that is coming in here shortly, along with the demographic cycle that also leads us into a similar bull run that we had starting in the 80s with the baby boomers. This time around, the millennials are reaching their peak spending years over the next couple years. And so that's going to lead us into a bull run. I don't think that it's going to be as big as I don't think it's going to be as long as the baby boom, but we're talking about like 10 years out plus. So it gets tough to kind of predict and speculate on, 5-10 years out. But nonetheless, 40-year cycle converging that tells us that after we go through this 80-year war cycle, this 90-year cycle that tells us the bottom is coming in, then we will be starting a massive bull run. And I call it the greatest transfer of wealth in world history because I think that the internet of value is going to be so massive. I think that it's going to happen faster than the transition is going to happen faster than it did in the previous currency resets, in the previous debt restructurings, in the previous revolutionary times. Because of the internet, because of how fast information and money can move, things can happen a lot faster. Systems can break faster. So the time and moment here that we're now entering is just truly incredible. Shane, thank you for that 589 super chat. Thanks, Zach. You're a blessing to the world and keeping it real. Shane, I appreciate you so much. Thank you, brother. Okay. So let's wrap up this session. Like I said, everything's over at my website. You guys can find it over there. I will be going live tomorrow as well. Make sure you guys are ready for that. And then we will be dropping some content over the weekend as well. So you guys enjoy the show, stay safe, and may God be with you all as we write out the end of the Shmita year. Truly incredible. What an opportunity. I hope you guys are taking advantage, and I hope that you guys have a strategy for this opportunity. This moment in time, once in a lifetime, once in 100 years. You guys know what to do. Continue to stack the assets that matter. Continue to build out your businesses, make them recession proof, and make sure that you have the prepping and essentials to ride out 10 days of darkness, to ride out the next hurricane that's coming through town, to ride out whatever false flag event, whatever situation they got next, whatever card they're going to play next. Make sure that you got your prepping and essentials taken care of. Let's continue to stack cash so that we can buy more of these assets as they go on sale. And it's going to be truly incredible to take advantage of the greatest transfer of wealth in world history. I will see you guys and meet you guys on the other side. We will have fun yacht parties, I guess. Whatever. We're going to have a good time on our private islands. Whatever we're going to do. The XRP pump is absolutely exciting. We're seeing it right now, about to break through 54 cents. When we wake up tomorrow, we'll see what XRP has done. But I just want everyone to remember, we've been here before. They ritualized the sacrifice of the XRP community. Been doing it for years. So be ready for them to fake us out. Be ready for them to dump this thing down once again. And our overall data cycles converging tell us that we are going back down. And we do think that XRP is going to get caught up in that. But we would be joyed. We would be absolutely thrilled to see the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit come to an end, and for September to shine like gold on December, whatever riddles, whatever we're going to do here with XRP, up to $5.89, up to $10. We are prepared accordingly, and I hope you guys are as well. Okay, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next live show. Okay, thank you so much. God bless you all. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you. 17,000 likes on TikTok. There we go. Oh, we're going to 58.9, Steven. There you go.